The Adventures of the Phoenix Princess. Chapter 9, The Isle of Echoes. In the sun-drenched kingdom of Solaria, where magic flowed through every living thing and the skies were always a brilliant blue, Princess Ignisia and her loyal firebird, Flare, were ever eager for new quests. Their latest adventure would lead them to a place whispered about only in legends, the Isle of Echoes, a mysterious island where every sound is said to hold magical power. One evening, while exploring the castle's highest tower, Ignisia discovered an ancient map hidden within an old, dusty tome. The map depicted a distant island surrounded by treacherous waters and shrouded in mist. According to the accompanying text, the Isle of Echoes held ancient secrets and powerful artifacts, guarded by the very echoes that gave the island its name. "Flare, look at this," Ignisia said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "The Isle of Echoes. Imagine the wonders we could discover there." Flare chirped enthusiastically, his fiery plumage reflecting Ignisia's excitement. With their minds set on the new adventure, they began preparing for the journey. They gathered supplies, studied the map, and consulted with the castle's scholars to learn as much as they could about the island. Early the next morning, Ignisia and Flare set off, traveling by horse and cart to the coastal town where a ship awaited them. The journey to the coast was filled with anticipation, and as they neared the sea, the sound of waves crashing against the shore filled the air. The ship they boarded was captained by an experienced sailor named Captain Marlowe, who had heard tales of the Isle of Echoes but had never ventured there himself. "It's a dangerous journey," he warned, his eyes serious. "The waters are rough, and the island is said to be cursed, but if anyone can make it, I believe it's you, Princess." Ignisia smiled confidently. "Thank you, Captain Marlowe. We are prepared for whatever challenges lie ahead." With the ship's sails unfurled, they set course for the Isle of Echoes. The journey was long and arduous, with fierce storms and turbulent seas testing their resolve, but Ignisia's determination and Flare's unwavering spirit kept them going. After several days at sea, the island finally came into view. It was shrouded in a thick mist, and the sound of strange, haunting echoes filled the air. As they approached the shore, the crew lowered a small boat to take Ignisia and Flare to the island. "Good luck, Princess," Captain Marlowe said as they disembarked. "We'll be waiting here for your return." Ignisia and Flare rowed to the shore, the mists swirling around them. As they stepped onto the sandy beach, the echoes grew louder and more distinct, each sound reverberating with a magical energy. "This place is incredible," Ignisia murmured, her voice echoing back to her with an ethereal quality. They ventured inland, following the map's directions to the heart of the island. The landscape was otherworldly, with strange plants and glowing fungi lighting their way. As they walked, the echoes seemed to guide them, whispering secrets and ancient knowledge. Their path led them to a large, open clearing where a massive stone structure stood. The structure was adorned with intricate carvings and symbols, and at its center was a large, circular portal. Surrounding the portal were 4 crystal obelisks, each pulsing with a different color of light. "This must be the heart of the Isle of Echoes," Ignisia said, her voice filled with awe. "But how do we activate the portal?" The echoes around them seemed to grow louder, and Ignisia realized they were forming a pattern, a melody of sorts. She listened carefully, trying to decipher the sequence. "Flare, do you hear that? The echoes are guiding us." Ignisia began to mimic the melody, her voice resonating with the echoes. As she sang, the crystal obelisks began to glow brighter, and the portal started to hum with energy. Flare joined in, his chirps blending harmoniously with Ignisia's voice. The portal shimmered and opened, revealing a swirling vortex of light. Ignisia and Flare stepped through, finding themselves in a vast, ancient hall filled with more crystal structures and strange artifacts. The air was thick with magic, and the echoes here were even more powerful, each one carrying the weight of centuries of knowledge. In the center of the hall stood a grand pedestal, upon which rested a large, glowing orb. Ignisia approached it cautiously, feeling the immense power radiating from within. "This must be the Heart of Echoes," Ignisia whispered, "the source of the island's magic." As she reached out to touch the orb, a figure materialized before her. It was a tall, ethereal being with shimmering skin and eyes that glowed like stars. "Welcome, Princess Ignisia," the being said, its voice resonating with the echoes. I am Echo, the guardian of this realm. You have proven yourself worthy to wield the heart of echoes. Ignisia bowed respectfully. It is an honor, Echo. How can we use this power to protect Solaria? Echo's eyes glowed brighter. The heart of echoes can amplify your magic and allow you to communicate across great distances. It can also reveal hidden truths and secrets. But you must use it wisely, for its power is immense. Ignisia nodded, understanding the responsibility that came with such power. We will use it to protect and guide our kingdom. With Echo's blessing, Ignisia took the heart of echoes, feeling its energy merge with her own. As she and Flare stepped back through the portal, they found themselves once again on the island, the portal closing behind them. The journey back to the ship was filled with a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. Captain Marlowe and the crew welcomed them back with cheers, and they set sail for Solaria with renewed vigor. Back in the kingdom, Ignisia used the Heart of Echoes to strengthen Solaria's defenses, communicate with distant allies, and uncover hidden threats. The magic of the Isle of Echoes became an integral part of the kingdom's prosperity and security. And so, the adventures of Princess Ignisia and her loyal Firebird friend continued, each new journey bringing them closer to the heart of Solaria's magic and mysteries. For in the realm of the Phoenix Princess, every day was a new adventure, filled with wonder, bravery, and the unbreakable bond of friendship. Adventures of the Phoenix Princess. Chapter 10. The Enchanted Forest of Mirrors. In the vibrant kingdom of Solaria, where sunlight danced on every leaf and magic flowed through every stream, Princess Ignisia and her faithful firebird Flare were always ready for their next adventure. Their latest quest would take them to a place known only in myths, the Enchanted Forest of Mirrors, a mysterious place where reality and illusion intertwined. One evening, while perusing the castle's ancient archives, Ignisia discovered a scroll that had long been forgotten. The scroll spoke of a forest filled with magical mirrors that held the power to reveal hidden truths and grant visions of the future. Intrigued by the possibilities, Ignisia knew she had to find this forest. Flare, Ignisia called, her eyes sparkling with excitement. We've found our next adventure. The Enchanted Forest of Mirrors holds secrets that could help us protect Solaria. We must find it. Flare chirped enthusiastically, his fiery feathers reflecting Ignisia's excitement. They gathered their supplies, studied the scroll, and prepared for the journey ahead. Early the next morning, they set off, following the ancient map inscribed on the scroll. Their path took them through lush meadows, across sparkling rivers, and finally to the edge of a dense, shadowy forest. The entrance to the Enchanted Forest of Mirrors was marked by two ancient trees, their trunks twisted and intertwined to form a natural archway. This must be the entrance, Ignisia said, her voice filled with wonder. The Enchanted Forest of Mirrors. As they stepped through the archway, the air grew cooler, and a sense of magic and mystery enveloped them. The forest was unlike any they had ever seen, with trees whose bark shimmered like glass and leaves that sparkled like gemstones. Everywhere they looked, reflections danced in the air, creating an illusion of endless pathways. This place is incredible, Ignisia whispered, her voice echoing softly. They ventured deeper into the forest, following the directions on the scroll. The path was winding and filled with strange magical creatures that flitted in and out of the shadows. As they walked, Ignisia noticed mirrors of all shapes and sizes embedded in the trees, each one reflecting a different scene. At first, the mirrors showed only mundane images, trees, animals, and the sky. But as they ventured deeper, the reflections began to change. Ignisia saw visions of her past, memories of her childhood, and scenes from her adventures with Flare. The mirrors seemed to be testing her, revealing her innermost thoughts and feelings. After hours of walking, they reached a clearing where a large, ornate mirror stood on a pedestal. The mirror's frame was adorned with intricate carvings and gemstones that glowed with a soft, ethereal light. This must be the heart mirror, Ignisia said, her voice filled with awe, the source of the forest's magic. As she approached the mirror, the surface shimmered and changed, revealing a vision of a dark force threatening Solaria. Shadows crept across the land, and the sun's light grew dim. Ignisia knew that this vision was a warning, a glimpse of a possible future that she had to prevent. We must find a way to stop this darkness, Ignisia said, determination in her voice. The heart mirror must hold the key. The mirror's surface shifted again, revealing a series of ancient symbols. Ignisia recognized them as a spell, a powerful incantation that could banish the darkness and protect Solaria. But to complete the spell, she needed to find 3 magical artifacts hidden within the forest. Guided by the mirror's visions, Ignisia and Flare set off to find the artifacts. Their journey took them to the farthest reaches of the forest, where the mirrors grew even more enchanted, and the challenges more daunting. In a grove filled with shimmering willows, they found the first artifact, the Crystal of Clarity. To obtain it, Ignisia had to solve a riddle posed by the mirror reflections of wise old sages. Using her wit and wisdom, she deciphered the riddle and claimed the crystal. Next, they ventured to a glade where the moonlight turned the trees into silver. Here, they found the second artifact, the Orb of Insight. To retrieve it, Ignisia had to face her deepest fears reflected in the mirrors. With Flare's support, she confronted and overcame her fears, gaining the orb. Finally, they reached a waterfall that cascaded into a pool of liquid light. At the bottom of the pool lay the third artifact, the Amulet of Courage. Ignisia had to dive into the pool and navigate through an underwater maze of mirrors, each one showing a possible future. Guided by her unwavering determination, she found the amulet and surfaced triumphantly. With all 3 artifacts in hand, Ignisia and Flare returned to the heart mirror. As she placed the artifacts before the mirror, the symbols on its surface glowed brightly, and the spell began to take shape. Reciting the incantation from the scroll, Ignisia unleashed the combined power of the artifacts. The heart mirror's light intensified, casting a brilliant glow that spread through the forest and beyond. The shadows in the vision receded, and the sun's light grew strong once more. The heart mirror pulsed with a final burst of energy, sealing the spell and ensuring Solaria's protection. Exhausted but triumphant, Ignisia and Flare watched as the forest returned to its peaceful state. "You have done well, Princess Ignisia," a voice echoed from the mirror. "The darkness has been banished, and Solaria is safe. Remember the lessons you have learned here, for they will guide you in the days to come." Ignisia bowed respectfully. "Thank you, Heart Mirror. We will always protect our kingdom." With their mission complete, Ignisia and Flare made their way back through the enchanted forest of mirrors. The reflections in the mirrors now showed scenes of hope and light, a testament to their victory. As they stepped out of the forest and into the warm sunlight, Ignisia felt a renewed sense of purpose and strength. They returned to Solaria, where they were greeted with joy and gratitude by the people of the kingdom. Back in the castle, Ignisia placed the artifacts in a place of honor, where their magic could continue to protect and guide Solaria. With the power of the heart mirror and the lessons learned from their adventure, they ensured the kingdom's prosperity and safety. And so, the adventures of Princess Ignisia and her loyal firebird friend continued, each new journey bringing them closer to the heart of Solaria's magic and mysteries. For in the realm of the Phoenix Princess, every day was a new adventure, filled with wonder, bravery, and the unbreakable bond of friendship.